We're at 5865 Hillview Park Avenue in Glen, California, performing a video sewer inspection through the 3-inch mainline cleanout. Just to the left of the front entranceway of the house, between the entranceway and the garage door. And we're going to attempt to run out to the city sewer and inspect the 4-inch property line sewer, and also inspect the 6-inch lateral. And that is the front door entrance, and our 3-inch cleanout is right in the bushes. There's the garage door. We're going to run through this 3-inch cleanout and take a look. Right here it's ABS plastic. Looks like we have a whole lot of debris and muck in the way getting on the lens. I'm going to try and wipe it down and do it again. We may have to run water and run all the way out to the city sewer, and then view it coming back is what we'll do. And we've got a transition right here. We've got ABS to clay that is offset. It's offset quite a bit, and it's holding water right here, as you can see. You can see the whole face of the pipe at the bottom. It's shifted quite a bit. And we'll bounce over that. It's at about 15 feet. We'll come back to that and we'll mark that area as well. And it does look like we may have a break right here, a crack all the way around the 4-inch clay at that point. Take a look. We're going to come back. We're at 17 feet approximately where that other joint was. Okay, we're going to stop there at 17. We should have a joint coming up right behind us. Could be a joint. It's very difficult to tell the way that the camera lens is. Like I said, we're going to try and get all the way out. Just rinse off the camera lens if we get out into the city. And we've got a turn here. And we've got another area that's holding water right here. And there's a belly right there in that area. That's at 38 feet. And we're going to check this as well. We may have an area on the other side of the house that we may have an inlet coming from. So we're going to check that as well coming back. Got quite a few turns. See a little bit better. We washed the camera off with water. Those joints don't look too bad. No serious root intrusions right there at that point. That joint looks to be pretty good. That joint's got a little bit of minor root intrusion coming in from the top, but nothing serious, still maintainable. And we're dropping down at 59 feet, dropping into the 6-inch. This is the city lateral. That joint looks pretty good. That joint looks pretty good. That joint's got a little bit of separation right there. You can see the gap between it. But there's no root intrusion at this point. It's not that large. Got a little bit of offset in that joint. That joint looks to be okay. That joint looks to be okay. A little bit of an offset. That joint as well. Got an offset in that one and a minor separation. I believe we're turning now, going into the city. You got a pretty substantial offset at that joint as well. See the whole face of the pipe off to the left. So that 6-inch line has shifted. And there's our city sewer. And that's our city sewer. We were just in right there. And the city sewer has been lined in this area. And we'll be able to view it a little bit better. As I said, you do have some offset right there in that joint, right in that saddle joint. Minor bit of offset here and separation as well, the next joint. But there's no root intrusions at this time. Got another offset a little bit. A lot of the joints are offset. They're separated a little bit. Be okay. That joint's got some separation and offset on it as well. It's shifted a little bit. That looks okay. That joint looks okay. That joint looks alright. And that joint looks okay. That one offset joint at the city sewer lateral tie-in is of some concern. Right now you don't have any root intrusion and doesn't look like it's broken, but it is shifted quite a bit. You may have to do something with it in the future, but at this time it's still in a maintainable condition. You have the minor roots here in the 4-inch. Little minor roots there. That joint's offset just a little bit. That joint's offset a little bit as well. Coming back into a turn. We do have a belly in this area, and we're going to check this and see if the other side of the house is coming in here. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to run some water. Okay, we have double checked both sides of the house to see where the exit is, and both sides of the house are tied in, and they both drain, and main line clean out is. So now we're going to pull back. Still have a little bit of water drain. And like I said, it's holding water there a little bit. As you can see, we get into the water. We get into the water, and once we turn through that fitting, then we're out of the water again. So that fitting's just shifted and has a little belly in it, but it's not terrible. And it should be okay. That joint looks okay. We're going to pull back to the one joint. That joint looks okay. And we're going to mark that joint out. I believe it's in the driveway area. That joint looks good. That joint looks like concrete slag overpour from what I can see. That next joint looks to be okay. And here's where we have so we are going to mark this area out real quick. As you can see, we're actually hitting the face of the pipe. Stop. And put our locator on. The picture will get a little bit fuzzy. And we will return.
There's a problem there now, you're saying
Well,
it's
that
just
is
a
a problem.
potential...
It's not put together. It's holding water.
He's talking about not put together.
Could be leaking into the
Yeah.
soil right now.
It's more
Right.
than as a
It can be
problem.
leaking. It can be leaking and undermining, and that's why that one piece of pipe is dropping as well. It could be dropping because it's not put together right.
Would you mind hold it right there and just take one picture?
Sure. Well, it's also going to be on a video, so you know.
Yeah, but I think they get the video. We don't necessarily get the video.
Pardon?
We don't necessarily get the video.
They can send you the
Yeah.
video.
Screen capture.
Huh?
Take a screen capture and email.
Yeah.
So in other words, the water is sitting, and it could be seeping and making this thing
It can
drop,
undermine.
and eventually it cracks. Is that the
Yeah.
idea?
Little bit up. No, back. I mean, yeah, there you go.
You see that?
And then pull back here. You can see it here better. You see, you don't see any of the pipe on top because it's shifted that much. Okay.
You know.
Okay. Anyway, now we're pulling back through the ABS, pulling back up.
So that is
Into the
where,
clean
that's
out.
here.
Right.
That's right there. Going in here. But the reason the clean out is there, because
And that
We haven't
concludes
gone to
the
zero yet.
sewer inspection.
Just a-